Okay, so there are 5 blue marbles, 7 red and 9 yellow in the bag. So if one marble is picked at random from the bag, find the probability that is a blue. So usually how I present is, okay, probability of getting a blue. Let's see how many total marbles I have. So I will do 5 plus 7 plus 9, and that will give us 21. So that means I have 21 marbles. So it means out of 21 marbles, they say how many, what's the probability that you get a blue? Because you have 5 blue, so the numerator will be 5. So it's just 5 out of 21, and you see whether you can reduce to a lowest term. No, for this actually probability, they just give fraction, they don't need the percentage. So don't have to times 100. Okay, so it's 5 out of 21 for the blue one. And to see whether you can reduce to a lowest term, no, tree diagram don't have. Tree diagram is express, but you can go to my YouTube channel. You can search for advanced probability. I did tree diagram before. I don't think you search tree diagram, you'll come out, right? You have to search for probability, then you see you search for advanced probability, then there will be. Okay, so this one cannot reduce to a lowest term, so 5 out of 21 is the answer. Later part I got one question got used possibility diagram, but it's a very straightforward one for the possibility diagram over here. Okay, so same thing, I did possibility diagram in the past, so go to my YouTube channel and go and search. Okay, so for the black, see I have blue, I have red, I have yellow. I do not have any black. So to get the probability of getting a black, okay, out of 21, 0. Okay, there's no chance that you pick a black. If you pick a black, that means something is wrong. Okay, so overall, just put that it is a 0. It is not possible to get a black. Yes, it's 0. Good. Yes, can just write 0. Okay, can just write 0 because there's no black ball, black marbles. Okay, next, blue or red. So probability of blue or red. Same thing, out of 21 marbles, I have 5 blue, I have 7 red. So it's 5 plus 7. So in the end, it is 12 out of 21. And you need to reduce it to the lowest term. So it will be 4 out of 7. Done. No, we are doing only probability tonight. Okay, if you want to search for other topics, you can go to my YouTube channel. Go to my bio, click on the link, and then after that, second last button will go to my YouTube channel. Okay, go under the videos and search. You can type under the search box the topics that you want, and then you see whether you can find the relevant video you need. Okay, next. Okay, so this one. Today questions is normal tech from school past year paper normal tech stream. The diagram shows a fair spinner. So sometimes you wonder why they put a word fair there. You will see the word fair or biased or unbiased. Usually in probability you see these 3 words. Okay, so fair means that the probability of getting any one of them, all the probability is equal. Yes, equal probability for fair, yes. Unbiased and fair is the same meaning. Unbiased and fair is the same meaning. Biased means that maybe the probability of getting a 0 is different from the rest. Okay. Construction. Yes, there is. Go and search geometrical construction. Okay, even my YouTube, sorry, not my YouTube, my TikTok video, I did before a video post on construction. Okay, so now let's take a look. Find the probability that the derivative obtains number 2. So every time you want the denominator, so I have 4 segments here. 4 sectors, sorry. So that means it's out of 4. Getting a 2 is only 1 here. So it's 1 out of 4. Very straightforward. The number 8, same thing. I only see 0, 1, 2, 3. I don't see any 8. So straight away you know that it is a 0. Okay. Next, an odd number. So again, out of 4, how many odd number do I have? 1 and 3. So 0 is not odd. 0 is not odd, also not even. So for odd number, it is only 1 or 3. So in the end, it's 2 out of 4. Reduce it to a lowest term, so it's just half. Nope. Quantum physics, I don't know. Sorry. I only teach math. Okay, this part B. A card is chosen at random, okay, from a box. So there are 4 blue and 13 yellow in the box. What is the probability of choosing a blue card? So again, I have to see what's my total. 4 plus 13. And to get a blue, I have 4. So it's 4 over this. So it's 4 over 17. Probability of blue. Okay, so that will be the answer. Okay, these are questions from normal tech stream. So for Express and normal acad, maybe you will just find that the questions are a little bit too simple. But again, today, Wednesday, this 31st August, I'm doing for normal tech students. Okay, but then take note that upcoming September and October, I'll be doing EMath and EOY O-level revision. So stay tuned. No, sorry, I only teach up to secondary 5 O-level. I don't teach JC math. Okay, let's move on. Next one. Over here. Okay, so a box of chocolate contains 3 flavors. So we have raisin, almond, and walnut 3. The probability of choosing a raisin is 2/5. The probability of choosing a walnut is 17 out of 50. So you see, this case you have 3. Always remember that all the probability when you add them together, it should give you 100% or 1 whole. In this case, I have 3, correct? So there should be 3 fractions. So I'm given 2 of the fraction, and all 3 fractions add together must give me 1 whole. So now you are supposed to find the 3rd fraction. So this one simply take 1 whole minus 2/5 and minus 17 over 50. Okay, because all 3 probability add together should give you 100% or give you 1 whole. So after all this, when I minus, I will get 13 out of 50. So it's 13 out of 50. Done. Okay, my 50 a bit ugly. Wait. Let me correction tape and write neater. Okay, this is 50. Okay, this is 50. Okay, let's move on. Question number 4. So a boy plays a game of chance by throwing a pair of dice. Actually, this one should be dice lah. Never mind. At one go. So calculate the probability of getting a score of 7. This one is the one that I will be drawing a possibility diagram. Because you want to throw 2 dice, and you know that 1 dice have 6 faces, 1 to 6. Now we have 2 dice. So you need to draw a table, a possibility diagram to compute the score. So in this case, this will be a freehand. Okay, so I will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I also need in 6 row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the corner here, usually I will put whether you want to are you going to do multiply or are you going to do add? So in this case, because I want to compute the total score, so it is add. This is plus. So I'm going to use another color so that you can see better what will be the... where's my black pen? Okay, so let's find out what is the score. Hi, happy early Teacher's Day. Thank you. Coming Friday, right? 2 days later. So I'm going to use another color. So 1 plus 1. That means it's like you visualize. You throw 2 dice, right? 1 dice give you the face 1. Another dice give you the face 1. So when you add them together, it is 2. So 1 plus 2, this is 3. 1 plus 3, so this is 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7. 1 plus 2, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 plus 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 plus 1, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 plus 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 6 plus 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So the black color one is the sum of the 2 faces of the 2 dice that you throw. So then they ask, calculate the probability of getting a score of 7. So probability of score of 7. Decide the denominator first. So how many possible outcome do I have? So please don't go count all the boxes. So we have 6 column and 6 rows. So it's 6 times 6. So total outcome I have is out of 36. Out of 36, go and see where is the 7. So my 7, okay, my 7 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 outcome that has a score of 7. So I will put 6 out of total outcome 36. So it's 6 out of 36 and reduce it to the lowest term. So you get 1 out of 6. Done. So this is called a possibility diagram. Okay. So sometimes, of course, possibility diagram can have few ways of using it. This one I'm using it for sum, adding them. You want to do product also can just put a multiply here. Is like 1 times 1 is what, 1 times 2 is what, 2 times 1 is what, also can. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes it also can work like, okay, they ask you maybe they ask you what's the probability that it has same face. Same number same number. Then you will know that, oh, okay, in this case, this one will be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. And then after you see the one which give you the same face, then you will count the number of outcome. I got 27 out of 30. Terence? 27 out of 30? You mean what? You mean your math or what? Yes. What happened? Why just now someone said not something you should be proud of? The daddy sure, can you please block the person? So lame. 你自己不要读书就算了，不要教坏人家哈。Thank you 哈。Oh, good. I've never seen this diagram before, though I did normal tech math. This is like, because you need a table in order to compute the score because you see you have 36 You can't possibly go and count manually, right? So a box, a table in this way can see better. Okay, let's move on. Okay, then now they ask, calculate the probability of getting a score of 1. So you see, look at it, the smallest number, the score is already 2. So it is not possible to get a total score is 1. So yes, the answer is 0. Yes, Captain. Captain Lepa. So this one, probability of score of 1 is equals to 0. This one actually, when you have like two dice or 2 cards, you use a possibility table. Okay, if you do a tree diagram a bit. No, the tree diagram is cannot. This one cannot tree diagram. You know why? Because you're supposed to add. You're supposed to add them and find the total score. So tree method or tree diagram doesn't work for this situation. If you put 0, only will not get wrong. No, you will not get wrong because the answer is 0 Yes, the table definitely need to draw for this case. Tree diagram is like is for different stages conditional probability, not for adding score Okay, let's move on. No, you don't have to draw for part B. You see, for part B, you see, it's 1 mark only. So it's using the same table. Do you see that part A got 3 marks? Because the 3 marks came from all your tabulation of the outcomes. And this is only 1 mark, so you just get the answer only. So that means refer to the same table to get the score, which don't have any 1, so it's 0. You want tree diagram, please go to my YouTube channel. I did before advanced probability, I did before tree diagram. Okay, please go and look for my YouTube channel. Okay, go to my bio. Go to my bio, click on my link. And then on the second last button, we'll go to my YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, so the diagram shows a fair spinner. Jason spins the spinner once. What is the probability that Jason obtain a 3? Very straightforward. Again, there are 4 sectors here, so it's out of 4. Getting a 3 is 1. So this question is quite similar to the just now the front question. So this is just 1/4. No need to use what? Factorial lah. Factorial so cheap. This one not necessary. This is quite easy. What? I also don't know how the factorial work for this probability lah. Number 6. Okay, again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have any 6. So part 2 is actually 0. Who gives part 2 is 2 over 4? Part 2 is 0, because there's no 6. Prime number. Okay, so take note. This one got chance that student will get wrong. Sorry, Cher, I late for class. Okay, I already at question 5. I'm almost halfway already for that. So if you want to watch the replay, you can watch it tomorrow. Most likely, my team member will actually upload tomorrow onto the YouTube channel, the TikTok replay. Okay, prime number. Take note. Be careful on one thing is number 1 is not a prime number. Okay, 1 is not a prime number. So I want to state, I put a star here. Star. 1 is not prime number. So the smallest prime number is 2. So take note, 1 is not a prime number. So this one must remember, because a lot of students will take 1 as the prime number. So in this case, out of 4 sectors, how many prime number do I have? 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number. So what is prime number? Just recap, prime number is only have 2 factors, 1 and itself. 1, 3, 5, 7 both. In this question, you only have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is not a prime number, 4 is not a prime number. In this case, only 2 and 3 is prime number. So in this case, it is 2 out of 4. So that means it's half. Prime number has 2 factors. Okay? Prime number has 2 factors only. Okay? 1 and itself. Okay? So why is it that 1 is not a prime number? Because 1 has only 1 factor, which is 1. It doesn't have 2 factors. So 1 is not a prime number. Okay? 2, the factors is 1 and 2. So it's true that it has a 1 as its factor and itself as a factor. 3 also the same thing. So why 4 is not a prime number? So you see, the 4, if you're going to list down, we have 4 times 1, 2 times 2. So factors of 4 actually is 1, 2, and 4. So for 4, you see, it has 3 factors. It doesn't fulfill the part whereby it has 2 factor, 1 and itself. That's why 4 is not a prime number. So just for information, what is the opposite of prime number? The actual explanation or actual description of prime number is you have to say prime number has 2 factor, 1 and itself. Okay, so opposite of prime number is composite number. Okay, so in other words, the other one is a composite number. Composite numbers. Okay, so opposite of prime. Opposite is opposite of prime numbers is composite numbers. Okay, composite number. Fly you to 23,000. What do you mean by 23,000? Yes, composite number, mean chalk. Okay, so in this case, you learn that 1 is not a prime number. Prime number has 2 factors, 1 and itself, and now you know opposite of prime number is composite number. Okay, so now let's move on to the part B. They say for a different spinner, the probability of obtaining an odd number is 3/5. What is the probability of obtaining an even number? So remember just now I tell you that the fractions of the different probability add up to give us 1 whole. No, I think 1 is neither prime nor composite. Can you help me to Google? I think 1 is not a composite number also, if I'm not wrong. I think so. Need to Google lah. Need to Google lah. Please, can someone Google and tell us the answer? I cannot Google. I cannot go to the browser now because now I'm doing teaching. Okay. So for a different spinner, see so remember I said the fraction add up together must be 1 whole. Okay. So in this case, I will take 1 whole minus 3/5 because we only have either odd or even, right? So 1 whole minus 3/5. So you will take 1 whole minus 3/5 and therefore it is 2/5. So this is probability of even. Okay. So it's 2/5. Yes, nice one. 3 is a prime number. It can only have 2 factors, 1 and 3. Okay. Let's move on. This one a little bit. This is normal tech, no O level. Just now someone asked whether this one is O level. Only coming Sunday onwards, I will be starting to do O level EMath and EMath revision. This is the last lesson for normal tech syllabus. So normal tech students, please don't cry. I did so many weeks of normal tech topics already. You can simply just go to my YouTube channel and find many topics. Why 1 whole minus 3/5? Because it's either even or odd. So if my odd is 3/5, my even will be 1 whole minus 3/5. Okay, let's move on. Look at this table over here. So they say that there are 38 students. Okay, frequency means the number of students. So how I interpret this table will be, I have 5 students who is in the height between 140 to 150. No. The frequency is the number of students in this case. Now how many students? 5 students in this height, B student in this height, 20 student in this height, and A student in this height. So in this case, I actually have 2 unknown. A and B is my unknown. So now let's read the question. We have to find the A and B. The probability of picking a student between the height of 170 to 180 is 1 out of 19. So look over here. You can see that it's here. So this, very easy. The probability is out of 19, which is given is 1 out of 19. And because our total students is 38, see here, probability of this one is A over 38. And because I'm given 1 out of 19, I just need to change my denominator to the same. Yes, good, times 2. So in the end, I get 2 out of 38. It means that I have 2 students who is in this range. So therefore, my A is equals to 2. Very straightforward. Next, how do I find my B? Because I have a total of 38 students. So all these add together should give me 38. So all I need to do is, okay, 5 plus B plus 20 plus A, which is 2. It should be 38 students. So my B is equals to 38 students. 27. So minus 27. So in the end, my B is equals to 11. So my A is 2 and my B is 11. Yes, good. Okay. Okay, now let's move on. Part B. So a student is picked at random. Write down the probability that the student is shorter than 140. Okay, shorter than 140. So let's take a look. So can someone tell me what's the probability of that the student is shorter than 140? Should be easy. Yes, 0. Because in this case, you can see that the smallest is 140. So shorter than 140, in this case, out of these 38 students, 0 students. So this is just 0. Okay, 0. Okay, this one. At least 160 cm. Okay, at least means 160 and above. 160 and above. So this means 160 and above. So definitely my denominator is 38. Okay, and look at this table over here. So 160 and above means the last two row, correct? So it's 20 plus A, and my A is 2. So it's 20 plus 2. So it's 20 plus 2, so it's just 22 out of 38. So reduce it to a lowest term, so it'll be 11 out of 19. Okay, and that will be the answer for this part. Okay, let's move on. Question number 7. Okay, same, quite similar to just now the front part. Can see answer bottom right. Yeah lah, this one is the answer sheet lah. But of course, during exam, don't have the answer sheet for you lah, alamak. Right? That's just for you to check. It's like, oh, you do the work, then after you can check the answer. Oh, correct or wrong, you know? Okay, now move on. So this one, similar to the front part, just now got 4 sectors, now got 6 sectors. Okay, so the diagram shows the spinner 1. So what's the probability that the Jenny obtained a 1? So again, this time I got 6, so it's out of 6. So, and for the 1, I only have 1 here, so it's just 1 out of 6. Okay. Now, odd number. So again, it is out of 6. Odd number, 1, 2, and 3. So I have 3 outcomes, 3 possibility that is odd number. So it's 3 out of 6. So in the end, it's just half. Okay, prime number. So by now you should know what prime numbers. So out of 6 sectors over here, how many sectors contain numbers that is prime number? So you should know by now that how many prime numbers I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what numbers are prime numbers? Good, So 1, it is not a prime number. 2, it is. 3, it is. 4 is not. 6 is not. 5, it is. 5 is prime number. Yes, 2, 3, 5. Well done. So 5 is prime number because it only has 2 factors, 1 and 5. So it is 3 out of 6. So answer also half. Okay, maybe I should write. This one is 2, 3, or 5. So at least you know that what I mean by prime number. 2, 3, or 5. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the part B. This one a little bit tricky, a little bit only lah. Okay, so they say for another spinner with number 1 to 9, the probability of spinning a number greater than 6. Okay, not this one tricky, it's the other one. Okay, they say the probability of spinning a number that is greater than 6 is 1/5. And what's the probability of spinning a number that is less than or equals to 6? So it's like it's complement. Just as someone use the word complement. Okay, bye Kitty. Okay, so someone mean complement means that now I know 1/5 plus this, which is number less or equal, it is the same, add up together to give me 1 whole. So in order, this one will be just 1 whole minus 1/5. So answer is just 4/5. Very straightforward. This one very straightforward. Okay, a 6-sided fair die is rolled. Find the probability that the number shown is even number. So 6-sided, so I have out of 6. Okay, again I repeat, this one is a pretty easy topic. Why? Because it's normal tech stream. So even. So I have, see, I'm going to just list down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are the 6 faces of a normal die. So the number even, it will be 2, 4, and 6, correct? That's the even number. So that means I have 3 out of 6, and then we reduce it to a lowest term, so it is half. Yes, 3 out of 6. Didi is correct. Okay, so let's move on. Less than 3. So less than 3 means 3 is not included. So take note. This means that 3 is not included. So in this case, when they say probability of less than 3 is equals to probability of 1 or 2. So in this case, it is 2 out of 6, so it's 1/3. Okay, I write longer so that people can understand why is it I have the answer. So it's just 1 mark. If you just put 2 over 6 and equals to 1 over 3, you are not wrong. Unless they suddenly put a 2 marks, then you show more working. Number 8. So look at the die. I only have 1 to 6. There's no 8. So this one is just a 0. So probability of getting an 8 is equals to 0. Okay, let's move on to question number 9. Easy. Today question very easy. I hope normal tech students can actually get all these marks. This one, you see, every questions get about at least can get 3 to 4 marks. Okay. 8.1k. Wow, a lot of probability. Let me drink some water first. Okay, so let's continue. So the diagram below shows a set of game balls. The blue balls are number 1 to 6. And then the red one is 7 to 12. And there are 2 white balls without any number. So it's just showing the diagram. So all the balls are placed in a box and 1 ball is drawn randomly from the box. Find the probability that we will draw a white ball. So probability of a white ball. So again, the denominator is the total ball that I have. 6, 6. 12 plus 2, so it's out of 14. So white ball, I only have 2 balls. So it's just 2 out of 14. And reduce it to a lowest term, so it is 1 out of 7. Okay, a ball with an odd number. So probability of odd number. Same thing is out of 14. So now look at the balls. How many balls do I have which is odd number? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 out of 14. Okay, so I have 6 balls out of 14 that will give me an odd number. Again, reduce to the lowest term, so it's just 3 out of 7. Now, the next one is a ball that is not blue in color. Okay, so probability of not blue. So you can just take 1 whole minus. Actually, no need 1 whole minus. I can just count the not blue. Easy. So again, I have 14 balls. And let's go and look at how many blue balls I have. I have 6 blue balls. So I have 8 that is non-blue, correct? So that means it is 8 out of 14 reduced to a lowest term. So it's 4 out of 7. And 1 white ball. What you mean by 1 white ball? No, they say a ball with an odd number. The white doesn't have any number. So the white is excluded. So we only have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 balls that have odd numbers. Okay, so not blue is just go and count how many not blue, which is in this case white or red. So I have 6 red and 2 white, so it's 6 plus 2, so we get 8. 8 out of 14 reduced to a lowest term, and that's how we get 4 out of 7. Let me see, what is this? Okay, so this one, we have 48. This one later, the part B a little bit tricky. Okay. Part B is a little bit tricky. So now let's take a look at question number 10. So a box contains 48 balls comprising of yellow, green, and red balls. So 28 of the balls are yellow, 17 are green, and the rest are red. So usually I like to do branching. Branching means, okay, I have 48 balls. So I can see that, okay, I have 28 yellow, And they say I have 17 green. So I have the third branch, which is the rest, correct? The rest. So just take 48 minus 28 minus 17. Okay, so 48 minus 28 minus 17, and that will give us 3. So it means that I will have 3 red balls. So with this information, okay, write this at the side so it's easier for you to do the work. Yes, probably actually quite fun and it's actually quite easy to score I personally feel okay. So they say find the probability of drawing a red ball. So I already calculated that I have 3 red balls. So my denominator is always the total. So it's out of 48. So probability of red ball is equals to AA. Why my equal go inside my bracket? Wait So it is 3 out of 48. And reduce it to a lowest term. So I have 1 out of 16. Okay. Okay, now part B. Part B a little bit tricky. Part B is tricky. Part B. They say, okay, now find the number of yellow balls to be removed so that the probability of drawing a yellow ball from the remaining balls in the box is now 3 out of 7. So if I'm going to draw the same branching over here, okay, 48 balls, 28 yellow, and 17 green. As for my red, it was 3, correct? So now they say that I removed the yellow balls, and they say that the probability now is 3 out of 7. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to say, okay, let the number of removed yellow balls be X. Okay? So I don't know what is it you're supposed to find, right? You're supposed to find. So what I'm going to do is, okay, my total ball, because I have removed some yellow balls, my total becomes 48 minus X. At the same time, because I also removed the red ball, right? Is it red? Sorry, yellow. Yeah, yellow. Sorry, not red. So from the yellow, I also minus X. So that means my 28 also minus X. Okay, so your new total will be 48 minus X. And your new yellow is 28 minus X. So now you see, to find probability of yellow, I will take the yellow, new yellow, which is 28 minus 8X, over the new total. In this case, my new total is 48 minus X. So this is the probability of getting my yellow. Right? This is the probability of getting my yellow. And they tell us that it is 3 out of 7. So that means we're going to make it into an equation. So we will know, so therefore, 28 minus X over 48 minus X is equals to 3 out of 7. Okay, this is a question. This question quite complex. A lot of students don't know how to do this question. So then, we are not done yet. We're supposed to solve the equation. So what you need to do is cross multiply. So cross multiply, I'm going to do, okay, 3 times 48 minus X is equals to 7 times 28 minus X. And we're going to do our rainbow. So this one times this one will give us 144. This one times this one is minus 3X. This one times this one will give us 196. This one times this one will give us minus 7X. So, solve linear equation, you throw all the x to the left-hand side, the number to the right-hand side. So, minus 3x will remain, minus 7x bring to the left-hand side, so it's plus 7x. So, we have 196, then after that 144 is positive, bring over to the right-hand side, minus 144. So, we end up having 4x is equals to 52, and x is equals to 13. And I already let x be the removed yellow ball. So therefore, it means that they actually remove 13 yellow balls. Okay, so therefore, 13 yellow balls removed. Okay, so this is a typical question whereby you don't know how many balls you remove. You form an equation. So you temporarily let the number of removed yellow balls be x. And I have a so-called new information of my balls. Total, I have 48 minus x because I removed x number of yellow ball. My new yellow is 28 minus X. My green remains the same, my red remains the same. Okay, so it just work like the normal. Okay, probability of getting a yellow, it will be 28 minus X, the new yellow, over the new total. So by right, that's the answer for probability of yellow. But there is an unknown X. And in this question, they tell us that it's 3 out of 7. That's why I equate them together, and that's how I form the equation. Then cross multiply, and then the rest is just solving linear equation. And you get X. And that will be the answer. Okay, so this can be a little bit tricky lah. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Probability question is easy. I can only say that you can secure few marks. Definitely will secure few marks, but it doesn't confirm that you will pass your exam lah. Because probability is only one of the many topics that you're going to be tested now. Okay, so revise more topics in my YouTube channel. So you can go to my link, click on the second last button, you will go to my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's continue. A bag contains 6 balls. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it says that it's either black or white. So it's based exactly, the diagram is already drawn for you. So find the probability that Nick pick a ball that is odd number. So again, my denominator, I have 6 balls. So denominator will be 6 balls. So odd number, 3, 5, and 7. In this case, it's 3 out of 6. Yes, someone said 3 out of 6 just now, right? Good. So it's half. Why put 2 asterisk? Odd number is 3, 5, and 7. It's correct, 3 out of 6, half. Why is it that you mentioned is 2? No, Okay, so now white ball. So I have 2 white balls. So it's just 2 out of 6 reduced to the lowest term. So it's just 1/3. Right, easy peasy. This one. Okay, black and has a prime number. So again, the denominator is definitely 6 because I have 6 balls. So then you have to fulfill the condition. It must be black. So I have 4 balls here. And then after that, it must be prime number. So in this case, only 2 black balls fulfill the requirement. So that means it's 2 out of 6. Reduce it to a lowest term, so it's 1/3. So just now someone shouted 2. Is it because of this one? Okay, so answer is 1/3. Okay, now let's take a look at the next one you see here. They say, again, it's out of 6 definitely. Black. So I have 4 black. And it must be a square number. So what is a square number? Okay, so a square number is the same meaning as perfect square. Okay, it means that number that can be square rooted. Okay, like when you square root 1, it give you 1. Square root 4, it give you 2. Square root 9, it give you 3. Okay, like for example, 5, you can, when you square root 5, it doesn't give you a nice integer. So that means 5 is not a square number. 5 is also not a perfect square. So in this case, you look at the question. Okay, look at the balls. First, they said 5 black ball. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I can only choose from the 3, 5, 6, and 8. 3 is not a perfect square because 3 cannot be square rooted. 5 also cannot be square rooted. 6 also cannot. 8 also cannot. So in this case, there is no black plus square number. So in this case, it is 0 out of 6. So answer is 0. Okay, so this one a little bit tricky one is the 4 is inside here. But you need to fulfill the black first. So the white is already eliminated. So I'm only looking at the black balls. And I only have, there's no perfect square in my black ball. So it's 0. Okay. So that is for question 11. Okay. I thought I did. Oh, so it's just Ooh. Eh? Wait why my 12 disappeared? Oh, okay. Wait, I got a missing page. Wait 11, 12, and 13 are here. 13, 14, 15, yes, okay, can. Sorry, I thought I lost my paper. Okay, so now we go to question number 12. Question number 12 is the last question for the night. Okay, last question for the night. So now, okay, for those who are still here, since it's the last question, maybe you will tell me the answer. So let's read the question together. So the diagram shows a dart board. So the board is split into 8 equal sectors, okay? And a number is written on each sector. What is the probability of the dart hitting a number? Okay, so come, we are already at the last question, and I hope you actually learned this question, probability, and you should be able to answer. So since it's the last question, I shall leave it to you all to help me to answer. So they say a 1. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. My 4 is at my numerator. Agree. And what should be at my denominator? Okay, what should be at my denominator? 8, So it's 4 out of 8. Reduce it to the lowest term, so it's half. Okay? Good. What is the probability of the dart hitting an even number? Again, it is out of 8. No need to think so much because we only have 8 sectors. And then we go and count the even numbers. Okay, so I already see the number. So what is your answer at my numerator? Good, 3. Laser board, thanks. 3. So it's 3 out of 8, and that will be the answer. Very straightforward. Okay, so what's the probability of the dart hitting a number which is more than 5? Yes, 0. Okay, because you can see that the dart board has nothing that goes above 5. So it is just 0. Sad to say, I have, although it's a so-called last question, okay, but it's a very long last question. We have 12A, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, we have still have an IV. This is a little bit tricky. And then after that, I still have a B. Okay, so now this question. Hi, music 21332. Okay, so the number, this one a little bit tricky. See whether you can do or not. The number being represented on the dartboard are changed. Okay, change to a new set of numbers. They say the probability of getting the new score are shown here. Okay, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the dartboard. Now, they ask how many sectors will have the number 3 written on it. Okay, so it's the same dartboard, and the number of sectors will definitely remain the same. So you have 8. Now they tell you that it is 3/4. So all I need is, I just write the 3/4 first, because my denominator will remain as 8, because we have 8 sectors. So times 2, we have 6 out of 8. So that tells you what? That tells you that out of the 8 sectors, 6 sectors will have the number 3 written. Understand? So you will say, therefore, 6th sector will have the number 3 written. Right? Okay, so now let's take a look at part B. Part B is not related to this question already. This one, small tricky only. But still manageable, Okay. A pack of colored cards are placed in a bag. So the colors of the cards are blue, red, and green. So when one card is selected at random, the probability that it is a blue and a red is half and 1/5 respectively. It is also given that there are 20 blue. They tell me that the probability of blue is half. So probability of blue given to us was half. And they tell us that there's 20 blue cards. So in this situation, I just need to make my numerator to be 20. So I just times 20 times 20, so it's 20 out of 40. So in this, once I make that my numerator is 20, then I know, oh, so my total cards, total number of cards will be the denominator, which is 40 cards. So therefore, you have 40 total cards. Okay, next they ask, find the number of green cards. So now the bad news is I'm only given blue fraction and red fraction. I don't have my green. But in this situation, I only have 3 colors. So all 3 fractions add up together will definitely give me 1 whole, right? So I just need to do 1 whole minus half and minus 1/5. So I'm going to take 1 minus half minus 1/5. That will give us 3/10. And we have to make the denominator to be 40. So therefore, 3 out of 10 times 4 times 4. So I know it is 12 out of 40. So I know, okay, therefore there are 12 green cards. Done. Right? Not that tough. So you just need to know that the denominator will always represent the total. Numerator only represent the so-called the event that you want. So next, now Paul claims that he has a higher chance of selecting a red card than a green card. Do you agree? So the green card fraction was 3 out of 10. So probability of green is 3 out of 10. And let's take a look at my red. My red that was given to us, which is 1/5. Probability of red is equals to 1/5. So it's very difficult for you to compare. Only when you make them to the same denominator, then you can compare, right? So I can times 2 is 2 out of 10. So by looking at this, you will know that probability of green is greater than the probability of red. So it should be higher chance for green. But they say Paul claims that he has a higher chance of selecting a red card, which is wrong because by the numbers, the chance of getting a green is higher. So in this case, I will say that probability of green is greater than a higher chance. So therefore, I disagree. Because the chance of getting green is higher. Done. So you definitely have to show these 2 fractions so they can show the comparison. Okay, show the comparison and then you know that, okay, the green one is higher and it doesn't fulfill what they say. Doesn't fulfill the statement that they give. Yes, we are done with the last question.